We're going on an adventure to figure out why the lighthouse isn't shining brightly.
Okay. Yeah, I got stick. Let's do this.
I'll give you 50 gold pieces if you help me figure it out and don't chicken out and run away as soon as the sun sets. Beelzebub is going to sprint to the front of the boat, point forward and say, "Adventure ho!" With the red rays of the sun still seeping out beyond the horizon, you can see that the lighthouse should, at this time of night, be shining. It is in fact not. You can see that there is a rocky, grassy terrain. It's surprisingly dry for an oceanfront property. The ground looks loose and easy to slip on, and there's a steep, almost 45-degree incline up to where you can see the lighthouse attached directly to a cottage, and some distance away there is a shed.
I know who's ever living here must have some strong legs to go up that steep of an incline every day.
Time to get there, which gives Beelzebub time to pull out a magic stone, my apologies, to cast an illusion spell to introduce you to the owners of the house so that you know who you're talking to before you bump into them. He goes, "The owners of this lighthouse supposedly are Anubis the Flamekeeper and Naheli the Prentice. Let me show you them."
That is one terrifying lighthouse keeper.
Before he was a lighthouse keeper, he was actually a powerful rune knight. He retired after decades of successful adventuring. He makes a living now maintaining the continual flame spell that's supposed to be keeping this lighthouse lit. He retired to spend time carving runes, brewing potions, and training his new apprentice to replace them.
All right, let's go check it out.
All right, as you open up the front door to the cottage, you see that there is no lock on it. The door appears to have been kicked in quite violently. The hinges are barely still intact.
And you said that there was a door leading to a bedroom?
Yep.
Is
And
the
there's a door leading directly to the lighthouse as well.
Is the door open so that I can see into the bedroom, or am I going to have to knock on the door and announce myself as Bill Collector? All right, I'm going to grab the most fragile looking thing and toss it right towards the source of whatever's making that sound.
There is a cactus in a glass vase if you're interested.
Oh, you got to go with the glass vase.
All right. As you take the glass vase with this little cactus and you throw it in, as you throw it into the room, you hear a slight, and you don't hear it touch the ground. You see the cactus in a glass vase that you threw into the room get thrown back at you from the shadows. You tilt your head just in time, and it smashes on the wall behind you.
Well then, I'm going to yell towards whatever drew that at me. I'm going to say, "Are you friend or foe?" And I'm just going to lean back towards Drinky, and I'm just going to whisper to him, "I'm pretty sure it's foe."
Yeah, I'm readying stick. Got the quarterstaff out.
As you ask friend or foe into the darkness responds with a
Well, I only speak common and undercommon, so if I had to take a guess, it probably says, "Please stab me," of which I will happily oblige.
Everyone roll for initiative.
Ooh!
Oh man.
You run in there, you get your hands out, you put this creature in a full Nelson, and you've got it locked in solid. There's no way he's getting out, and then he just sort of phases through you and appears behind you.
Oh no!
All right. I am going to head at it with my quarterstaff.
Not 20, no.
Awesome.
You see out of the shadowy figure appears a clawed hand, which it reaches back as far as it can and lunges forward with this shadowy claw. Ice cold spikes pierce you through the chest.
Well, I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to grab my long sword, and I'm going to wind up, and I'm going to give it a nice smack, and I'm going to do so with the Great Weapon Master. Oof, big numbers, big numbers.
As you cleave through this creature with your longsword, you can feel that there's a resistance to your attack because it's only partially tangible. And it tries to resist, but knowing this, you attacked from the top down, cleaving it in half. So even though it resisted your attack, you still slayed it with your next attack. It splits in half, and then you see black goo explode in all directions and splatter onto your face.
I hope my mouth is closed. I don't want no.
As you run in, you see that these bottles don't look like ordinary wine. They have a very menacing logo on them.
I am not letting wine scare me. I'm gonna drink some.
As you drink it, it tastes like it is it has the viscosity of tar and tastes about just as bitter. Make a Constitution saving throw. You have the poison status effect for 2d4 hours. You are also now immune to being charmed or frightened for 1d6 hours.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm throwing it against the wall.
Let's take a look around in the cellar.
You hear out of the just edge of your hearing a slight whimpering sound in the corner. Sounds like a person. You see this boy curled up into a ball hiding in the closet.
Damn Drinky, we're all friends here. How you doing? Why are you in this weird place?
Your general casual demeanor is just so soothing that even someone on bordering on madness can see that you are not a threat. He calms down and puts the firebolt spell away. We're haunted! There are ghosts everywhere!
I mean, yeah, but like, we punched one earlier and it was fine.
Well, you seem like you know what you're doing.
That's the impression I'd give off.
I punched one. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, dude, I punched a ghost earlier. Things will be fine. Come on, let's have some fun. All right, so I turn to the other guys and say, all right, Lighthouse next?
Beelzebub shrugs and goes, unless you want to see if there's anything useful in the shed. Right. Drinky, as you approach the shed and make an investigation check, you immediately feel this same eerie sense of eerie presence and the temperature dropping as you approach the shed. You can see there are wisps of darkness coming from underneath the door.
See, I'm gonna take out my second and last flask of oil, and I'm gonna pour it in front of the door. Well, not like on the door, but enough so that it could create a somewhat small, like weak firewall. So if there's a ghost behind there, we can try to lure it out, and maybe he gets bad touched by the fire.
All right, Gator, make an athletics check to kick in this door all cool like.
Boy, howdy! You don't even.
All right,
Nice.
with a effortless kick, you crash that door in with a foot, dive roll out of the way. Naheli effortlessly throws out a firebolt, and as soon as you kick in the door, but before the firebolt reaches, you see the creature inside appear.
All right.
Oh, that is a spooky creature.
You see a creature full of teeth, horns, tentacles, and wings burst forth from the shed into the darkness. And just as it hovers over the entrance, that firebolt hits the oil. The fire shoots upwards and encapsulates it in fire.
Wait, so is this thing rolling along on the ground?
Yeah, it immediately fell to the ground, and it looks like it's trying to do the stop, drop, and roll thing.
Ooh,
Crit!
big numbers! I don't even think I need to roll.
Drinky, you twirl your quarterstaff around, raise it above your head, and you splatter the creature with your quarterstaff. Its head explodes into a shower of tar and oil.
I am just so happy to see stick working again.
Nice. I guess could you and the kid go over what the magic books say? Now, maybe it could provide us with any information.
All right. So you find a page in this old, dusty history book about the name you were given at the start of the session, Lena Lazar. There is a picture of Lena within this old, dusty tome.
It's very spooky.
It says here that Lena Lazar was a wizard who went insane and was trapped in an asylum. The conditions inside the asylum were horrible and torturous. She went mad and unlocked her magical potential, and after killing everyone inside the asylum, is now seeking for eternal life.
Ideal. We need to go back down into the cellar and go grab one of those bottles. You want to see a prank? I'm gonna uncork the bottle, pour out the liquid, and I'm going to take the holy water that we found and replace it. And pour right back in. Like one time I swapped out my lieutenant's ale water with horse piss. Guarantee hilarious. I got stuck on the stream duty for like a month, but it was worth it.
All right. As you go past Gator and peek around the corner to see what's going on, you can see that the stairs have been demolished. The old wooden stairs that went in a spiral all the way up this cylindrical lighthouse have all been torn off the walls and thrown on the ground in a big pile. At the very top, you can see there's a very clear ledge. But it is dark out, and your torch does not provide enough light to see what's happening beyond that ledge.
Can I try to kung fu my way over there?
Do some wall running to get up. You jump over and catch your foot on one of the pegs that used to hold a proper stair, and run up, not up the stairs, but on the the 3-inch long pegs that used to hold up the stairs. You get all the way to get up 1 story, 2 stories, almost up to 3 before you slip. You manage to grab onto one of the pegs. And as you are looking up, one hand on the peg, one hand on your torch, you can see the image you previously saw in the book lean over with one hand at the ready and no arms. He looks at you and snarls.
I'm in a predicament, aren't I? I am right here. I'm going to pop open a bottle with one hand and take a swig and reach the other bottle out to her.
Radical hooch.
He sees you take such a big swig from that bottle of black sap. She grabs it without even looking at it, downs the entire bottle, and she goes and you see radiant golden fire shoot from her mouth as her skin begins to boil. Gator, it is your turn. She is paralyzed, giving you advantage to attack if you want to finish her off.
Pick up my great sword. It's got the silver juice. And I'm just gonna put it way over my head. And I'm just gonna say, man, I really wish I had an axe for this, but let me sword you a question. I'm just gonna take the sword and I'm just gonna angle it so that the head pops upwards into the air after I decapitate her, and I'm just going to take another swing and slice it in half and go, yeah.
You effortlessly and stylishly decapitate her. The head pops up, you cleave the head in half, turn around and pose as the whole ghosty woman just explodes into oil and ichor behind you.
Nice.
Because cool guys don't look at explosions. Beelzebub will light his hands on fire and he goes, "No worries, guys. I haven't had a chance to use this spell all day." And he will cast Burning Hands on the brazier. You will see a 15-foot cone of fire shoot from his hands and ignite the brazier. All right, with the fire lit once again, you can see the lighthouse illuminates, and there is a mirror on one side of the brazier, which reflects the light and focuses it outwards into a big steady beam so that ships are able to sail past freely and high visibility. Beelzebub will reach into his pocket and give you both a pouch of 50 gold pieces. He goes, "Thanks, guys. I couldn't have done it without you."
Always a pleasure.
I will see you guys later.
Pack up your sins and go to the devil in Hades. You'll meet the finest gentlemen and the finest of ladies. They'd rather be down below than up above. Hades is full of thousands of Joneses and Browns, Houligans, Cohens, and Brady's. You'll hear a heavenly tune, the wind of the devil, because the jazz band started picking it, put a drink in it, a jazzy kicking it. They've got a couple of old reformers in heaven, making them go to bed at 11.